Oh boy. So I went back to boarding school. You guys asked for a Birokov vlog, so here we are. So I got picked up by the one and only Father Benjamin Fona. We drove towards Sumosopo. We drove past Long Street, and immediately I remember that feeling of crossing this point that always felt like the point of no return. Man, a lot has changed in Sumosopo. There's a lot more life there now. Toleti. Wow. We arrived, and I was reminded by the fact that these buildings, both the church and the parish house, were also built by the Germans during their time in Cameroon. I could somewhat appreciate the architecture style now a little better. Driving in, oh, this anti-car gate. The power this gate commands is something else. Ran into one of my favorite teachers, the man and the legend himself. I truly had some really great teachers back in the days. For those of you who don't know what boarding school is, for secondary and high school, so 7 years in total, we spent 8 out of 12 months in the year here. During those 8 months, you have very limited contact with people outside. You only got to leave or receive visitors once every couple of months, so no computers, no phones, none of that. Just you, other humans, and your thoughts. We walked down to the first cycle dormitories. A lot has changed there. Like, there are quite a few renovations currently being done. St. Martin. My St. Martin people, where are you guys? Nah, the renovations look good on St. Martin, not gonna lie. The toilets look nice. Now, all the hostels are kind of connected to the toilet as well and bathing cells, so you don't have to leave or walk outside the hostels to go to the bathing cells and toilet anymore. Then you also have this podium now next to St. Martin to sit and watch the games, among other things. Jules Peters looks similar to St. Martin, also already renovated. The goal is that all the dorms look like this, thanks for a huge part to the ex-students and also part of the Jubilee project. Then we walk down to Charles Luanga and St. Paul's dormitory. Too many memories from this end. The views from this school are crazy, man. Am I the only one who just realizes this? I keep feeling like the mountain grew bigger, but of course that's not possible. The views up and down, I'm beginning to see a pattern in the places the Germans picked to set up bases. It was time for Vespers and Mass as well, so I joined for that too. Running to the chapel, who doesn't miss that now? I sat there and boy, did I have many flashbacks. You had those who always came late, those who were always standing because they were sleeping, those who were fond of shouting, "Are you people not getting that you should stop the noise?" Really reminded me of the good old days. Mass was celebrated by Father Edward Galame and Father Eric Afonga, aka Obama. This is the first time I'm attending a Mass officiated by one of my classmates. Truly special. Only at Talaku after Mass, man. Thanks Obama for being at Talaku. Checked out St. Patrick's dormitory afterwards as well. Not that much has changed. Checked out good old Chariot. Then we went to the refuges for summer, running to the refuges as well. The amount of exercise we got per day here, very underrated. Of course, I had to go to my refectory A. It was rice and stew on the menu today. This bell, another one of those artifacts left by the Germans during the time here as well. P.S. There's a whole bungalow in our school full of artifacts and weapons the Germans left behind. Anyways, back to the bell. When this bell was wrong, you had to stop everything you were doing and be as quiet as possible. Of course, you have to leave leftovers. Please, can someone remind me again why we did not used to finish our food? We finished dinner and then everyone made their way to their classrooms for preps. Then I went to encourage the guys from the exam classes, so from 5 and opposite. The main reason for me actually visiting Birokov. GC is fast approaching and the pressure is getting worse. When you think of Birokov, please pray for the boys. We wrapped up and made our way home. What a fulfilling day.